A brief introduction to Afterthought by Becky Barry. The following introduction will take about 5 minutes to listen to and includes information about Afterthought, plus descriptions of the set, the performers and the costume. The film was written and directed by Becky Barry. Afterthought is a film performed in British Sign Language, or BSL, and English. Like other languages, BSL has its own rules, sentence structure and order. This film is creatively captioned using a mixture of English and English written in BSL order. The captions are always read aloud exactly as they are on screen. At some points, the automated captions begin to malfunction, and this is reflected in the audio description, where they are said aloud in the exact incorrect way shown on screen. The only time a caption isn't read aloud is when somebody is speaking in English. At some points in the film, there is a typewriter sound. This is always accompanied by white text on a black background that is read out loud. Hearing Man is played by TJ Holmes. He is a white man with a long face and mousy brown hair. He wears light blue jeans, a blue long-sleeved polo shirt and a denim jacket. Man communicates solely in spoken English. He, his daughter and the interpreter's voices are the only ones you'll hear throughout the piece. Daughter, played by Kelsey Gordon, is a black woman with a round face whose dark hair is tied into a high bun. She wears a grey off-the-shoulder jumper. Interpreter, played by Bea Webster, is a chubby, half-Thai, half-Scottish, mixed-race non-binary person with large, thin-rimmed glasses, a small nose ring and straight brown hair that's pulled up into a high ponytail. Interpreter wears a black, short-sleeved shirt with a small microphone attached to the collar. The following characters are all portrayed by women or non-binary actors and communicate solely in BSL. Newsreader, played by Donna Mullings, is a slim black woman with her dark hair tied neatly into a ponytail. She wears a white shirt with a black blazer and a hearing aid. Boris Johnson, played by Caroline Parker, is a stocky white man with a blonde mop of hair and a constant frown. Boris wears a white shirt, red tie, and a slightly too big black suit jacket. Rishi Sunak, played by Deepa Shastri, is a brown-skinned man whose black hair is tied into a low, tidy ponytail. Rishi wears a white shirt with a maroon tie and a tailored black suit jacket. Chris Whitty, played by D.L. Williams, is a white man with smooth skin and short brown hair that sits neatly on its head. Chris wears a white shirt, red tie, and a dark blue suit jacket with long sleeves that stop at his fingertips. The following characters use BSL, but are voiced by Hearing Man, and are seen towards the end of the piece. Katie Rowley is a white woman with rosy cheeks. Her red hair is tied up into a half-up, half-down style and hangs about an inch above her shoulders, where a black bra strap can be seen under her coral-coloured vest. Dr. Sarah Powell is a white woman with dark brown, bouncy curls that hang to her shoulders. She wears black rimmed rectangular glasses and a red top with a dark blue cardigan over it. Sahira Khan is an Asian woman with dark eyebrows that sit under black, thick-rimmed glasses. She wears a black hijab tucked into a black, high-neck top with simple white lines that connect to a point on either shoulder. Lynn Stewart-Taylor is also briefly seen at the end of the film. She is a white woman with a round, expressive face and large red glasses that frame her eyes. Her brown hair hangs in loose curls around her face, and she wears a black and white top with a barely visible logo and a yellow watch. Afterthought is primarily set in Hearing Man's living room. We never see the whole room. There is only a coffee table and a small cream-coloured sofa with a standing lamp to the right of it. Occasionally, he is seen in the off-white painted hallway outside of his house, going in and out of his dark grey door. The newsreader sits in a TV studio with a large screen behind her that shows a blue background with a generic globe symbol. Whenever Boris Johnson, Rishi Sunak or Chris Whitty are giving a briefing, they stand in a large wood-panelled room with large wooden doors and 2 Union Jack flags behind them. There is also a moment where Hearing Man and daughter have a video call. During this, we see both of them simultaneously on a Zoom call. Other than a mobile phone and a silver laptop, there are no other props in this film. This is the end of the brief introduction to Afterthought by Becky Barry. This introduction and the following audio description has been independently created and recorded by Coco Brown. Black screen. White text reads Afterthought. Hearing man sits on sofa and opens his laptop. Newsreader signs Prime Minister. Finger spells Boris Johnson. Hair on forehead. Inform. Sign to you. It COVID spread out. Man nods. Boris Johnson. Now, UK all over. Happened been what? 4. Dead. Link to COVID. Man sits back. Grabs his phone. Boris. Dead. Them, family, friends, emotion. Man scrolls through his phone. Boris looks off camera, nods and continues. Now what? Wash hands. Wash hands. Man sits up. Boris. Wash hands. Man mimics Boris's hand-washing sign. Boris. 20 seconds. Yes. Man closes laptop, grabs his phone, jacket and leaves. Text reads, it can't be that important. Newsreader. Hair flop on forehead. Emergency inform. You agree national lockdown. Man leans in towards his laptop. Newsreader. You ignore. Police will tell. Home. Stay. Boris signs. The captions are a jumbled mess of letters, numbers and random punctuation. There are a few translated words such as only, allow, importantly and back, as well as large blank spaces.
Come on, what's happening?
Boris's captions are made up of multiple misspellings of exercise and random phrases such as one athlete won, walk, one cyclone. Text reads, I could tell from his face things were serious, but the subtitles didn't match that. Boris, the captions read, 3, medical need, you, look after, vulnerable, you go, thumbs up. Man picks up his phone. A text message reads, awful. Boris signs, meet friend? No. A close-up on man's phone screen. He responds, I don't know the full information yet, one moment. Boris, shop, clothes, electronics, mobile, laptop, everything, closed. Wedding? No. Oh, Christian baby? No. Celebration? No. Only allowed what? Funerals. Man echoes Boris's funeral sign. Boris leans in. Stay home. Outside his house in the hallway, man closes his front door. Boris signs, save NHS. Man locks his door. Boris signs, save lives. He wags his finger at us. He signs, thank you. Man exits his building. In the living room.
Hi, love.
He waves at his phone. Daughter gestures for man to bring his phone further from his face, and he does.
Not better? How are you? You okay?
I'm okay. I've heard that you've been going out a lot recently.
Yeah, I have. It's been lovely. Well, this morning it was raining quite a lot, but it's been really, the sun's been shining.
No, you're supposed to stay at home. Like, it's COVID, it's serious, it's life and death.
If you're saying it's life and death, then surely an interpreter should be provided?
I think you're right. But it's serious. It's life and death.
Where's the information? Where's the information? Because
they stare at each other. Daughter looks down and shrugs. Frustratedly rubs her head. On the search engine Ecosia, man types, how long does COVID stay on paper? Sitting at a table, he reads the results, scratches his shoulder nervously. A letter falls through his postbox and lands on a large pile of unopened mail on the floor. He reaches down, hesitates, then using his foot he cautiously moves the letters around. Now back on his laptop, Newsreader finger spells Rishi, Sunak. Him, control, money, budget. Man watches confused. Rishi, government, bean distribute, stick up nose test, distribute wide, observe, test, how many results? What? Tell, now. Man confused, echoes Rishi's sign, rubs his forehead. Text reads, #where is the interpreter? Rishi, UK people bin stick up nose. How many? 302,599. Man picks up his phone. On Twitter, he searches, where is the interpreter? Rishi, them off hospital. Why? Serious ill. How many? 19,706. Man tweets, Scotland has it, Wales has it, New Zealand has it, lots of places, because my view is, what is the issue? They're not wanting to include us, push them to one side, use the other channel with the InVision interpreter, off you go. #where's the interpreter? Rishi signs. Interpreter
Our
appears.
action plan to beat the pandemic is right.
Ah, so if I didn't know, how many others didn't know?
But we know people are worrying about work and money, incomes. Working closely with businesses and unions, trade unions, we have put together a coherent, coordinated and comprehensive economic plan.
On the phone.
There's not good preparation.
Rishi signs, but the interpreter has disappeared.
Back
She pops back
employers
into
like
frame.
Brewdog, Thompson and Pratt.
On the
If the
phone.
interpreter's separate, is the information true? Is it spot on? Is it 100%?
Text reads, I felt stuck and anxious. Newsreader fingerspells Chris Whitty. Him, medical, big knowledge. Chris Whitty signs.
Some will get the virus without even knowing it. They will have the virus with no symptoms at all. Of those who get the symptom, the current majority, probably 80%, will have a mild or moderate disease. Might be bad enough for them to have to go to bed for a few days, but not bad enough for them to have to go to the doctors.
My brother had got COVID.
An unfortunate minority will have to go as far as the hospital, but the majority of those will just need oxygen and won't then leave hospital.
A text message reads, we stay at home and my brother stays in hospital. He stays there. Man replies, what's happening? Back in the briefing room.
And then a minority of those will end up having to go to severe and critical care, and some of those will sadly die. But that's a minority.
Man sends a text that reads in all caps, what's happening? Outside, man rushes to his front door, speedily unlocks it and goes inside. In the living room, he pulls out his laptop. The briefing room. Chris signs. The interpreter video has glitched and leaves only a person-shaped outline where the interpreter should be. Man sits back, deflated.
Why?
He frustratedly rubs his face. Katie Rowley appears and signs.
Angry, pissed off, fuming, stressed.
White text reads #where is the interpreter? Newsreader looks around, confused, signing where? Dr. Sarah Powell signs.
In chaos, irritated, confused, and worried, of course, because of not knowing what's going on.
Text reads #where is the interpreter? Rishi signs where? Looks around, shrugs. Sahira Khan signs.
There was a rumour that said the army will march in there. The army? Really?
Text reads #where is the interpreter? Chris signs interpreter. Where?
Why can't they be bothered?
Katie signs.
Feels like we're second class.
Text reads #where is the interpreter? Boris signs. They want an interpreter. Text #where is the interpreter?
Yeah, we're ready. Interpreters need to be in the room for the briefings. That's equality. That's a fundamental human right.
Sarah gestures to the real Boris Johnson on TV without an interpreter. Text reads, why? Katie signs, An Afterthought. Fade to black. With thanks, respect, and solidarity to Katie Rowley, Dr. Sarah Powell, Sahira Khan. Cast: Donna Mullings, Newsreader, Caroline Parker, Boris Johnson, Deepa Shastri, Rishi Sunak, D.L. Williams, Chris Whitty, Kelsey Gordon, Daughter, Bea Webster, Interpreter, T.J. Holmes, Hearing Man. Creative Team: Project Mentor, Lynn Stewart-Taylor, Filmmaking Mentor, Teresa Garratty, BSL Translator for Government Speeches, Helen Foulkes, Audio Description Consultant, Chloë Clarke, Audio Describer, Coco Brown, Director and Producer, Becky Barry. Afterthought was commissioned by Derby Theatre. It was inspired by the incredible work of the Where is the Interpreter campaign. www.whereistheinterpreter.com #WhereIsTheInterpreter.